What will we see upon enlightenment? The shocking secret. Welcome back, everyone, to Mind Podcast. Enlightenment has many meanings, and it varies according to the beliefs of each individual and religion. The concept of enlightenment in Christianity is not the same as in Hinduism, Islam, or Buddhism. Often the word enlightenment is even used with a political meaning. In life, we constantly seek enlightenment, searching for answers to life's great questions and the world around us. When we achieve enlightenment, we may see things we have never seen before, experiencing perspectives in life that can only be realized through enlightenment. In this video, we will explore shocking things that one might witness after becoming enlightened. We are living in a society with a superb system of logic and rules, one that could be considered flawless and delicate to the point of being beyond criticism. This is why our civilization has endured for 5,000 years and continues to grow and evolve. The most subtle aspect of it all is that everything you see directly is an illusion. For example, financial fraud, fake viewer counts, manipulated data in e-commerce live streams, fan numbers, and even bubble tea shops paying money to create the illusion of long lines of customers. This is the most astonishing point of our society. It fascinates us with a series of images and tests the depth of our thinking. Those with deep thought patterns will be able to think independently and defeat the various illusions to achieve success. On the contrary, those who lack independent thought and merely imitate others will see everything as illusions and will be cast out of society or exploited by others. As Laozi once said, "The 5 colors blind people's eyes, the 5 sounds deafen people's ears. 5 flavors dull people's taste." This is the power of sight, touch, and hearing. The senses combine to create an illusory world around us, concealing the truth of the real world. According to spiritual practitioners, liberation from suffering can only be achieved when we understand that everything we perceive through sound, taste, sight, and touch holds no deeper meaning. Only when we close our senses and look inward can we see the truth and be freed from life's pain. According to the Diamond Sutra, all things are illusory and deceptive. Only by understanding the essence of everything can we see the truth. In the reality of everyday life, we should learn to let go of appearances and focus on the essence. According to the theories of the I Ching, those who are deeply ambitious often see less of the truth of the world. We are all hidden by desire and fall into a great mental trap, like a blind person feeling only the legs of an elephant. Ordinary people call everything they hear and perceive reality, but in truth, it is quite different. Only when we can see through the facade of things and understand their essence can we free ourselves from this veil and find our own truth. We already know the root of all suffering and trouble. It's because we are obsessed with ignorance, driven by a greedy, angry, and deluded heart. This society we live in is designed and arranged with a great deal of intelligence and logical order. Only those who are truly intelligent and clear-sighted can stand firm and survive in it. Those with advanced psychological insight possess the ability to see through appearances and grasp the true nature of things. But how do we train this skill? Let us remember the story of Sun Wukong, the Monkey King. Sun Wukong had a skill called Fiery Golden Eyes, power gained after being smelted in the 8 trigrams furnace of Taishan Laojun for 49 days. Taishan Laojun is a legendary figure in Chinese mythology and is believed to be the founder of the Fengshen Bang, a list of deities. In fact, Sun Wukong sought out Taishan Laojun and was trained by him to become a deity. Normally, Taishan Laojun is identified with Laozi, but in Taoism, Laozi is considered just an earthly incarnation of Taishan Laojun. He is revered as a deity who fully understood the nature of society and the universe, and thus is worshipped as a god. While most people see life events as random and accidental, in reality, everything happens according to a preordained plan. Before the world existed, a program was already in place shaping it. Laozi discovered this program and called it the Tao. In the Tao, there is no chaos, only order. It governs the creation of heaven, earth, and all beings. In the Tao Te Ching, it is said that from errors arise all elements, including greed, anger, and ignorance. The order and logic of society are crafted with clear-sighted wisdom. Those who are truly intelligent, with well-honed skills, all possess eyes that burn with a golden flame, They can see through all false images in an instant. So, how do we cultivate this power? Let us relate it to Sun Wukong's fiery golden eyes, which were trained in the 8 trigrams furnace, where Sun Wukong was forged by Taishan Laojun. As we know, Taishan Laojun is the earthly incarnation of Laozi, who understood the essence and truth of society and became revered as Taishan Laojun. From a human perspective, life's ups and downs appear random, but in reality, everything is carried out according to a program that was established beforehand. First, there was the program, and then the world came into existence. So what is the Tao? In the I Ching, it is said that yin and yang are part of each other. Only by understanding yin and yang can we grasp the nature of reality. We understand the wisdom in reaching the limits. All things have an external appearance. Their essence is hidden within. If you have the ability to clearly distinguish between the outer appearance and the inner essence of an object, along with the ability to detect the opposition and balance between the two, you will easily control others and situations. This is known as grasping the rules and seeing the truth. To explain this, let's consider the example of Giguzi, a person of incredible talent who lived in the same era as Confucius during the Warring States period, around 300 BCE. His students included 4 prominent figures, Pang Duan, Sun Bin, Su Qin, and Zhang Yi, all of whom became pillars of their respective nations. However, why wasn't Giguzi honored like Confucius and celebrated in all aspects of life? The reason is that Confucius discovered the world's first order, a moral order, which is suitable for speech but not for action. Things like benevolence, righteousness, and morality are suitable as slogans to guide thought and belong to the yang, positive aspect. Meanwhile, Giguzi discovered the world's second order, a self-governing order suitable for action but not for speech. It belongs to the yin, negative aspect, appropriate for silent use and not to be spoken aloud. Once revealed, it can cause trouble or chaos. Therefore, Confucius's ideas were respected and spread widely, while Giguzi's ideas could only be silently remembered and passed down in secrecy. People often say that various industries in society operate under hidden rules. In essence, these hidden rules are the second order. There is a saying that true maturity is seeing through, but not speaking out. Seeing through here refers to the second order, which is fit for practical use, but must not be spoken about. In modern society, it is common that speaking and doing are not aligned. If a person only talks without action, they will not be respected. What they say often becomes meaningless and empty, while the things they do cannot be openly discussed. Speaking about them would lead to undesirable consequences. Thus, characteristic of society is that people often speak in contradictions. When listening to others, we must listen in reverse to understand the truth within. Learning to interpret and understand contradictions is a normal part of life. In mathematics, multiplying 2 negative numbers results in a positive. In communication, if people speak in contradictions, the final outcome becomes normal. However, if you are the only person not following this pattern, if you believe everything you hear and act upon everything you see, you will become a naive and foolish person in life. There are 2 sets of rules. Many things known to be false can become truths if they are disguised as actions. In life, we often encounter people who have 2 faces. What they say contradicts what they do. This shows that they only follow the first order, the societal framework. However, to advance in their careers, they must follow the second order, an internal framework that is harder to define and revolves around relationships and benefits. This makes the method of analyzing benefits essential and never outdated. Only by understanding this can we explain things that were previously incomprehensible, such as people who speak of morality and virtue, yet internally always calculate their own benefits. Therefore, we should not trust their words, but instead evaluate their actual actions. Those who truly work and act according to the framework of the second order often face difficulties and injustice in society, because the first order is only for speaking, while the second order is for action. Be cautious of those who only speak and seek to understand their actual actions to know who they truly are. Only by grasping this can we comprehend the essence of humanity. Loving others means expressing your goodness in a way the other person needs. Communication is presenting your views using the other person's language. Persuasion is proving your point by using the other person's reasoning. These actions follow the Tao because they involve the needs, language, and reasoning of others. The combination of the yin, the other person's needs, and the yang, your own views, is how to follow the Tao. Conversely, using the same yin or yang as the other person is not following the Tao. For example, communicating solely from your own perspective without listening to the other. In truth, people at the highest levels often know how to present their views using the language of their counterpart and use the reasoning of their counterpart to prove their point. On the other hand, those who are arrogant often only present their personal views using their own language and reasoning, which is not communication, but merely talking to themselves. Only those who truly understand you can love you in your way. Those who do not understand you will always love you in their own way, which is not love, but rather imposition. For instance, if you want others to love you, you should not claim yourself to be exceptional, but rather make them see that they are exceptional in your eyes. This action also follows the principles of the Tao. We need to train our ability to see through the essence of things. As Sun Wukong could immediately perceive the true nature of everything. If we fail to do so, we will be completely mesmerized. The greatest difference between people lies in their ability to see through the essence. In real life, from social activities to love and investment, whoever can fully see the entire situation will be the leader. The ability to observe and grasp the essence is the most important skill in life and opens up the most divine sense, such as releasing difficulties to see the nature of everything and the truth of life. Enlightenment is the ability to observe and understand the true essence of all things. It is the highest state of light. Whether it's Confucius, Mencius, Zhuangzi, Buddha, or God, their ultimate goal is to guide us into a state of clarity and wisdom. Sun Wukong trained his fiery golden eyes in the 8 trigrams furnace for 49 days. So how long must we cultivate ourselves in real life to achieve the maturity we need? We must go through trials and difficulties in life. Our path of cultivation is also the path of expanding our soul. Life is like a temple, and we are within it to practice. However, this path is filled with pushing and hardship, along with feelings of loneliness and suffering. These harsh experiences give us a true understanding of time and help us better comprehend the truth of life. When one's soul expands, it feels as though we are using higher-level skills. At that point, we have stepped out of the cycle of life and death and are no longer bound by the wheel of samsara. We always find the heart of all things, grasp the essence of everything, and discover the core and important matters. This is the unparalleled and precious wisdom that allows us to look from above, observe ourselves and others, and adjust our behavior whenever necessary. When one's soul expands, we will understand the true nature of the world and life. We will take full control of our own life, because no one else can provide us with anything anymore. We will become unaffected by empathy or pain. We will simply watch flowers bloom and wither in the yard, like clouds floating gently across the sky, no longer obsessed with suffering and failure. Together, we have explored and learned about the power of military enlightenment, the mind's awakening, and the hidden secrets within our lives. Most importantly, we have discovered ourselves. Always strive to cultivate this ability and gain mastery over your own life. Thank you for accompanying us on this amazing journey. If you find this video meaningful,